Good morning, everybody. Orin J here with another War of the Visions video, and in part 2 of our new stuff preview for this week, we've got the big man himself, Baelo, getting a major update. And not only that, he's getting a side story, and it's like an anime side story, or it reminds me of those animes where like you get stuck in another world reincarnated as a slime, or you get stuck in another world and you're lucky enough to be reincarnated in that world as a king who's the savior of the world, and you have like a harem, and it's like every anime dude's dream scenario. You can see why they're popular animes. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, Baelo is getting that treatment here. And not only Baelo, but the person playing the game who is reincarnated in the game as Baelo, that person's name is Baelo. And Baelo is bringing his phone with him. We're going to preview all that stuff today. And I'm going to compare Baelo. Wow. I'm gonna compare him to other Earth tanks of every kind of rarity, and we're gonna see where this upgrade stacks, because Baelo becomes this dude's. Look, he's a big guy. He's a big guy stat wise after this upgrade. So first of all, his dream ability is HP up 41%. 41. Now that's a big number, and his HP goes up to a big number, and we'll look at that here in a minute. Also, he gets 20 more healing power for himself, and then his skill Invincible Secret gets upgraded. We're going to start by looking at this Invincible Secret upgrade. It was already a very good support ability. It gave HP up, defense up, spirit up, slash attack resist pin up, but correctly identified as being a great update maybe a year ago, but needing some more to be top tier. Oh, they hooked it up. It still has all of those things, but it now also comes with an initial 3 hate. So he has that initial aggro that he was lacking before, and then he gets re-raise on here. When he's re-raises, a large amount of HP will be restored. He also will greatly increase his attack, speed, and accuracy. He really needs that speed. And he will gain AP recovery after re-raise. So just a monster support ability here being added to his kit. Now, it is an older kit. It's Knight Warrior Paladin, but keep in mind you have access to like debuffs here, right? Like if you're running Baelo, you can take advantage of his Trinity Burst, another upgraded skill that he has. So you have this like line AoE move that gives him 40 more slash attack resist penetration, putting him at 80. So he will penetrate the slash resistance, 200% modifier that debuffs the enemy. Yes, his attack score is not going to be so high that he's hitting for like 8, 9, 10,000 damage with this attack, but he's going to hit for a couple thousand damage and apply a massive debuff to the enemy, including attack, magic, and agility. So I think for that reason, this is a useful ability for him to have on. Let him build up his aggro or whatever, go in there and do some fighting, and then let his night job apply debuffs to the enemy, or maybe run arm break and look for a lucky disable. Sure, warrior, you're not getting a ton here, really. And then paladin, you do have saintly healing, which is bad. You have sentinel, but you have immortal fighting spirit, which means Baelo has access to not only re-raise from his support ability, but courage from paladin. So this man will have courage, re-raise, a bunch of stats, and the ability to debuff the enemy. That's what he's got. He doesn't have a limit break or anything like that, but still, let's do a little fun thing here where we compare Baelo to other Earth tanks. Here you have Dialdo, the best Earth tank in the game, probably the best tank in the game right now. You have Prince Mont, an MR tank, and you have Moraga, the selection quest, like I'll call him like standard UR kind of tank. Very, very good unit, by the way. If we're looking at their base, I leveled them all to 140, no dream enhancements or anything like that. Or no reincarnations, I mean. Here's your base stats for these guys. Baelo has 5,960 HP. Yes, Dialdo has more, but Baelo has more than Mont or Moraga. Okay, that's something. 445 attack. That's more than Mont. It's less than Moraga. Like, okay, the UR unit does have more attack, and the UR unit that uses an axe, it is meant to do some damage, does have some more attack, but that's not bad. Really, Baelo's biggest weakness is right here. This 40 agility is going to make him really slow. Dialdo's at 66, Mont's at 52, and Moraga's at 62. So Moraga has like 22 more agility than Baelo does. Yes, that is his biggest weakness. His second biggest weakness, in my opinion, is down here in his resist. Baelo is -20 to pierce and -20 to magic, so he has 2 resists that he is bad against. He only has 1 that he's positive to, that's strike. If you look at somebody like Dialdo's only weak to 1 thing, and it's barely weak to pierce, and he's strong to like everything else. Mont down here, only weak to 1 thing, and Mont's very weak to magic, that's true, but he's strong to physical types. And then Moraga is just a little bit weak to magic, and then really good against physical, especially slash. So that is something you got to mention. Now, Baelo does come with 24 defense and 10 spirit. That is better than any of the other ones. So if you're looking to stack a little defense and spirit, you have some good options with Baelo, including if you run this. Like, I'm going to put these 2 support abilities on. These are the ones that up his like HP and defense and stuff. So you can get his HP just with support abilities. I can't read them, so I can't tell you which one was which. To 6844, which is pretty good. And then you're at 48 defense and 22 spirit. Sure, those things are not hard to penetrate necessarily, but you are looking at an SR unit in Baelo right here, which comes with the ability to reincarnate him. Reincarnating SR units is significantly cheaper and easier than any other rarity. So I do think there's a button here where I can push max dream stats and then look at what you're getting. Say you max reincarnate this man, you're at 9200 HP, 625 attack on your tank. Pretty dang impressive from our guy Baelo right here, and at only a cost of, I believe he's what, cost 40 or 50? Cost 40, cost limited god right here, Baelo. So there we go. Now he also comes with a cell phone, because the real life person Baelo, who's being reincarnated into this anime Baelo, brings her phone with him. Not something that's included in every version of animes like this, but you get this. Before I talk about this, I want to say, they definitely missed an opportunity here to give Addison Rae a buff with this. I think Addison definitely should have had a character-specific cell phone buff. Anytime a cell phone's in this game, the person who is a TikTok star should get a buff from that. I digress. So it is an accessory. It has an agility on it, which is something. It has magic, dex, attack, AP, and HP. Okay. Passive effects. It will nullify, sleep, paralyze, confusion, charm, frostbite, haste, slow. Haste is an interesting one. That's a positive one. Slow, stop, stun, disable, berserk, protect, shell, and quicken for self. Nullify to ignore fatal damage for self. So look, it's kind of troll in that it like nullifies your courage, your haste, your protect and shell. But there are some PvE events in this game where, you know, there's really annoying status effects to deal with. So this thing will nullify those, and it's equipable by everybody. So you're going to be able to pick this up for free as well, just farm it out. And that's our upgrade to Baelo. Now, in the coming weeks, in the future, there's often a lot more extra stuff being added to the game. This week it was just Baelo getting an upgraded. So if you liked this format where I basically kind of separated the new stuff getting added to the game in one video and the buffs to old stuff getting added to the game in a second video, let me know, and it's something I can continue to do in the past. It's really not any harder or easier for me to just edit 2 medium-sized videos than edit 1 large-sized video. I just want to make it what's best for you guys. I also want to mention something for like the YouTube channel members. I'm planning on doing some member-only content. So just some stuff where it's more like stream of consciousness, team building, maybe talking about trust stones, videos that wouldn't necessarily be like getting a bunch of views to like the wide audience, but maybe people who are really interested in my thoughts on like some PvP in War of the Vision, some more in-depth stuff, releasing some videos just for the members, just to give them a little bit extra perk. I got a lot of channel members, and it matters so much to content creators to have those channel memberships. And I suck at like doing the call to action. You watch YouTube videos and people are like, hey, you're 2 minutes into this video, like and subscribe because it helps the algorithm. All of that's true, and I should do it too, but I'm not any good at it. So I need to continue to think of ways to encourage people for the YouTube channel memberships. I'm sorry, not encourage people, reward people who are supporting what I do here directly by joining the YouTube channel. It means so much to me. And then Transmission from Spaceboat just dropped a $2 super chat saying, oh yeah, that type of anime is called isekai. Isekai. I'm not a Japanese speaker, so isekai, I think that's right. Anyway, there you go. That's this video. Baelo getting that big update. Let me know what you think about him, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.